Good morning and welcome back to our channel. It is day 4 of lockdown. Is that right, kids? Day 4 of lockdown. First day of home learning, and Sawyer's off to kinder. They still allow him to go to kinder, so that's good. Jamie's got classes all day, Malachi's got classes all day, and Quinny has classes most of the day, don't you? On his iPad, and he has a home learning pack. So wish us luck and let's hope that we all get our work done.
No.
Yes. So just set Quinn up with his meeting for today. The other two should have already started their meetings. Jamie has a home group thing, like a check-in, a roll call in the morning, and Malachi also has the same thing. And then they have their classes throughout the day. They do sort of a check-in, and then it's up to them to get their work done, and they can email their teachers if they have any questions. And I just have one meeting with my kids. It's more of a social thing, check in how they're going, make sure they're doing okay, see if there's any questions they have about their work, and we play a little game with them. And I have a team meeting this afternoon at 1 o'clock, and it's either 1 or 2 o'clock every day, and we just plan, make sure that we're on track, see what each of us are doing, get some ideas for games, check in to see if there's any welfare issues with children, follow up any children who haven't checked in, and then we plan for the possible return of on-site learning on Friday, which I don't know if that's going to happen, but we have to be prepared. And if it's not on-site learning, then we also have to be prepared for home learning as well. So I am just going to have a look at, make sure all of the tasks are ready to go. Last night I loaded up 2 days worth of tasks, and I didn't do the other ones because I wasn't sure if they were ready. I think there was a problem with one of the videos from one of the other teachers, so I'm going to go do that and check that out now.
1 hour later.
I was just looking at the time thinking, I'm so hungry, and it's like 12:15. So I just finished with my meet about 20 minutes ago, and I was just working on some more things, and then Dan came in. Amazing timing because I'm super hungry, and brought me this yummy lunch. So we have a burger with cheese, and we have bacon and lettuce and pickles, which is absolutely perfect because it's just a burger without the bun, which is exactly what I can have. So it was very thoughtful of him, and I'm just gonna devour it. Good morning. It is Tuesday, and it is my turn to go into school today. Oh, your iPad's flat. How come your iPad's flat? Well, go plug it in. So I have to go into school today and supervise the on-site students, and Sawyer doesn't have any kinder today, so Dan will be entertaining Sawyer alone. Quinn has classes all day today. I think he might have a break at some time during the day. Okay, so you don't. Looks like it's going to be a fairly mild day. Looks pretty cold. I'm getting a bit over the winter weather. I'm looking forward to some warmer weather. Not too hot, but you know what it's like here. It gets quite hot in the summer, so springtime might be a bit nice. Hopefully not too much rain. What happened, Quinny? You can tell me what happened, Sawyer. Can you tell me, Quinny?
I want to leave the watermelon for...
We have a casualty. Yeah. Quinny got a bit curious about what was in the bag in the fridge. As you can see, it was a watermelon. It's alright, buddy. We can always buy another one. Hey? How are we going to clean this up? Looks like juice, watermelon juice everywhere. Quinny's going to show us how it happened. It was sitting on the top shelf in a bag, and you pulled the bag, did you? And it rolled and it hit you. Did it hit you as it fell?
No, it was like yes. And it rolled here.
It actually hit you on the head.
Yeah.
You okay?
And then it rolled out.
All right, you better get out of the juice, so I gotta clean it up.
But your
I was brushing my teeth because I'm about to go head off, so the juice is spreading as I speak. I gotta clean this up. I'll get the cat. Max loves going in the garage and rubbing himself all over the floor. And I'm home again. Day was good, very windy. And now I'm gonna go see what the kids are up to because they're being very noisy. What are you doing?
when it's winter, baby.
Queen,
I mean it.
did we get all our schoolwork done?
No, maybe.
A little bit. Not so much, Malachi.
Why didn't you answer me
What?
earlier? Why didn't you answer
Because I was
me
at
earlier?
school, I can't answer a video call when I'm at work. So dinner's all done. It was Malachi's turn to cook, and he made us some sausages and some potato bake, which was pretty nice. And so we're just getting ready for bed. And I kind of a special day tomorrow. It's my birthday. Another birthday in lockdown. So I'm not at school tomorrow, but we'll see what the day brings. Oh, thank you, Quinny.
As soon as you open
Ooh, it's heavy.
guess what it is before you open it.
Shampoo and conditioner.
Really close.
Foot scrub.
No.
A new hairbrush.
No, yes.
Ooh, bath bombs.
I think you
Oh,
were close.
that's so cool.
I think they're
Rose, squeak, vanilla, lavender, rose. Is that lavender bubble? Vanilla bubble. Must mean that it bubbles.
I've smelled it a couple of times.
These two both told me what they wanted to get you.
This a soft teddy,
No.
a sandpit toy,
No.
some Lego,
No.
a coffee mug,
No.
a new game.
No.
Ooh,
Be careful.
You must not know what's inside.
I've already opened it. I need a knife for it to cut it.
Already opened. Just
Jamie put some sticky tape in it.
Oh,
You already said it, but so I didn't say. I
dear
told
mum, thanks for being my mum. If I had a different mum, I would punch you in the face and go find you. I'm your favourite. Did he say this?
what?
Did he say? I feel like he said
He said
this.
something similar once, and he told me he wanted a mug that said "I love you, Mum" on it with a big love heart, and that was the best I could find on Amazon.
I feel like you said these exact words before.
Wait, did
I love
you?
it. Thank you.
Do you actually mean it?
Avocado. Yeah, I feel like I've heard him say that before. Oh my God.
Someone's got the sillies today.
Yeah, we're going under.
Thank you, Bebe. Thank you.
Now you can keep eating your breakfast.
Thank you. So it's my birthday, and it's my second birthday in isolation. And, you know, as we get older, birthdays mean different things to you, I guess. When I was younger, it was all about the attention and the presents, and the presents I liked to have something to play with, something to do, so that it would keep me entertained. As I got into my teens, it was more about the latest fashions, I guess, getting clothes. When I was in my 20s, I kind of started to be more about jewellery. I've never been a girly girl, liking jewellery and things. I've never worn much jewellery anyway. As you can see, I've only got these earrings. I don't even wear my wedding rings. I've actually lost my wedding ring. I have my engagement ring I wear occasionally. I never wore bracelets, to be honest. They just annoy me. Sometimes I wear a necklace. I got this necklace last year from my sisters. I have 3 sisters, and so we went away. Well, we were supposed to go away for my birthday weekend, but because of COVID, everything was shut down. And I think I talked about this last year. Anyway, so we went away when everything was opened up, and that was really nice. But this year, I've kind of accepted that it's going to be a birthday in isolation. I actually said to Dan a couple of weeks ago that I didn't want huge presents because we are trying to save for a house. At the moment, our primary goal is to save for a second car, and I'll talk about that in another vlog. But so we don't have a lot of money to spare, and then once we get the car, we want to save for a deposit on land or house and land. So that is our main goal at the moment. But this year, there's no big milestone. Last year I turned 40, so I'm 41 this year. I'm not too worried about age. Like, I grew up with a mum who was like, never told her age. She was always, you don't ask a lady her age. But me, I don't feel like I'm in my 40s. I still feel like I think like I did when I was in my 20s. Obviously I know more, but I tend to start to reminisce about the different things and different stages I was at through my milestones. Like, I turned 20 in America. I was at a summer camp, and that was a pretty cool milestone, going from a teenager to my 20s in America. My 30s, I turned 30, and I was going to have a big party because I hadn't really had a party for years, not since my 21st. But Dan had the chickenpox. So that was cancelled, and never ended up celebrating my 30th properly. And then my 40th last year was in isolation. So I kind of have not given up, but accepted that what will be. And also, like, my graduation, I was supposed to have my graduation early last year, but because of COVID it was postponed, and then eventually I was able to do like a graduation like a virtual graduation. So I had some people over for that. That was sort of just out of isolation, so we couldn't have many people. And then I was able to go to this sort of night where I got to wear my cap and gown. I'll put a picture of that in. I wasn't a huge fan of the photography of my cap and gown. My ears always seem to stick out, and anyway. So this year, I'm just happy that I can spend it at home with my family. I would have been working. I actually would have been doing a presentation this morning, so I'm glad that I don't have to do my presentation on my birthday, although I was kind of looking forward to it. And I get to be at home with my family. I just have a Google Meet this morning with my class, and then I've pretty much just got the day to do what I please, and then I've got my team meeting at 2 o'clock. So it's funny how perspective changes as you change, as you grow. Anyway, enough of philosophizing. I can't think how to say it. Anyway, being a no, I'm not going to say it. Anyway, bye.
12 seconds later.
Philosophical?
Wait!
So I've had a pretty good birthday. Haven't done much today other than a bit of work and a bit of relaxing. Just been playing Zelda. I got some nice flowers from my mum. She dropped them off. And Dan has gone to get Chinese, so we're about to have Chinese for dinner and I'm very excited. We excited, guys? You excited, Sawyer? Yes? You excited for some Chinese food? Quinny, are you excited for some Chinese food?
Not too much, I've never had it.
Oh, I think you have. You like the rice.
I don't think I would like it too much.
All right.
I don't like rice too much because it's a little bit flavorless and too hot. And I don't like chicken.
Okay. Well, it's for me, so I don't really care.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, dear Mom.
Happy birthday to you. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
See if you want some. Hello, it is Saturday and it's been a little while since I've picked up the camera because it has just been chaotic to say the least, with me in and out with work and Sawyer in and out with kinder, and we managed to get Malachi to be learning on site because of his autism and just getting distracted at home. We just thought it would be better for him to learn on site, so he's been on site since Thursday, which has been really good. But I mean, with all of us at home, most of the time the house has just got absolutely ridiculously chaotic and we're out of food, so today I am going shopping, so you can come along with me. I haven't taken you shopping with me for a little while. We are off to Aldi and hopefully I'll be able to get everything I need. Okay, so we're at Aldi. Jamie's come with me. Say hi, Jamie. We are going to Coles first because Jamie wants to do some baking, and then we're going over to Aldi. it never quite works out the way that I want it to. No matter how many different ways that I put the things into the trolley, I try to put the heavy stuff at the front, so I put that on the conveyor belt first and that goes in the bags first, but it never works out. Everything falls over and everything gets in the way. Okay, so we're home and our shopping's all packed away and I've got dinner going. We're having some sausages and some carrots, and we've got some nice cauliflower bake going on in there. And I might do some peas too. And I was just thinking how it's starting to get warmer, and on the way home you can see all the buds that are coming out on the trees. So we're just almost getting to the end of our winter cold awful season, and even the boys are getting outside a bit more too. If you can see them, they're just around the corner there. I'm not sure what they're up to, but they're having fun outside for once, which is really nice. But just going to say goodbye and thank you for watching this week, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And it's been a pretty good week, even though it's another week in lockdown, isn't it?
We've had some changes throughout the week, which I'm sure Megs has already made you aware of.
I haven't actually. I forgot to talk about.
Oh,
I did talk about Malachi going back to school to make a thing. So as I was saying, had a bit of malfunction there. Hopefully I've got enough memory. We've had a bit of changes at home with Malachi going back to school.
Yeah, I contacted the school just because I felt like he needed a teaching aid where he could just stick his hand up and say, sorry, I'm supposed to be doing this, so I'm not sure how to find it. Because it's one thing being able to work on your own, but not having that person next to you like he's used to, it's another thing entirely. And it's his first year of high school, so it's a lot to take on.
Plus he gets very easily distracted, so he has a whole room full of distractions here and a house full of distractions. So being back at school I think is good for him, and we're super proud of how he's just taken it in his stride and just gone with it, because last time it was a possibility he was not happy and he was not going to do it. But now I think maybe he's a little bit more mature. Maybe he's realised that these lockdowns are probably going to continue for the rest of the year and maybe even longer. So we're into our second week of lockdown. That we were supposed to get out of it yesterday, and they've extended it till midnight this coming Thursday. So
At this stage.
and
But they're wanting people to get vaccinated, which people are doing. I got my first jab.
Yep, Dan got his, the AstraZeneca one. Fingers crossed he doesn't die.
I mean,
Yeah, fingers crossed,
Yeah.
We haven't got life insurance, so we've got to do that. But anyway, I've had a good week. I had a pretty good birthday, and and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.